So I have been doing all of my research about Lori and Chad, as I am wont to do, right? So I'm listening to all these psychologists. This really fascinating psychologist, he's a forensic psychologist, Dr. John Matthias. He has, what's his podcast called? Hidden True Crime. Fascinating. And he has broken down like Lori and Chad's family and the roots of their like psychopathy and serial killers. Because I mean, let's face it, these people are serial killers. And how basically Lori doesn't have any feelings, which didn't we kind of know that? Turns out her mom and daddy is crazy too. Also, Chad's mom and daddy, also crazy. All of this adds up. Now, let us be clear. Having a crazy mama and daddy does not mean that you turn into a killer, but it way increases your chances. Daisy, stop. The dogs want me to go to bed. She been standing here with her stuffed duck in her mouth looking at me for 20 minutes like, why you up? Why we up? Anyway, we're going to go to bed in a minute, but first I have to finish this up. So I was listening to Dr. John Matthias and I was getting very educated / a little bit depressed. They think there was all kinds of abuse going on in that household. And I think I tend to agree. And so as I was scrolling through the internet doing my research, I ran across this psychic now here's the thing. I love me a psychic reading. Oh, I love a psychic reading. But I don't want a psychic reading about what's happening now. I want to look at an old psychic reading from like 2-3 years ago and see how it stacks up with what's going on now. So I found this psychic, anthropology, Aphrodite. I don't know. This cute gay dude in a pink chair. He was like, girl. And he was reading tarot cards. Ooh, it made me so happy. So anyway, Aphrodite, something like that. It starts with Ant, which makes me think maybe his real name is Anthony. I have no idea. But it was like Aphrodite, only not. So anyway, he's there and he's doing the cards and he's doing the thing. So I looked at a reading that he did, like a tarot card reading that he did on Lori Vallow, talking about like, where are the children? Now, this is before she was arrested. This is before, I mean, she was definitely a suspect back then, but it was before the kids were found. So I was like, ooh, tell me more. You know what's funny? A lot of the things that he said lined up with a lot of the things that Dr. John Matthias said. In what world do the psychics and the forensic psychologists come together? Maybe quite often. I don't know. I really don't follow psychics that tight. Although I think of myself as psychic. Sometimes I see and feel things. You ever just like feel something in your spirit and then it happens? That happens to me all the time. Maybe I should start a psychic channel. Okay. But the thing is, I kind of talk too much. So the other people will be trying to say like, well, see, what happened was when I was a kid, I was like, shh, girl, no. Don't interrupt. And then I would just run my mouth and tell you what I'm reading from your energy. That probably is not going to work that good. Who would pay for that? Anyway, so I was listening to the psychic and then I kind of fell down a rabbit hole and I watched old psychic readings on Adnan Syed and the Stephen Avery case. Ooh, the Alec Murdoch case. Fascinating. All the old ones, all of the old readings. This dude is pretty good. He did one on the Duggars. Chow. Okay. So, he's like a baby tarot card reader. So he was kind of like, I don't know what this means, but a lot of what he said was really dead on. Also, he was very clear. It was for entertainment purposes only. And it was because it was very entertaining to me. All of that to say, Lori is sick and twisted, and I hope she goes to prison. Now, here's the thing. The little psychic dude, he said that he thought that Lori would throw Chad under the bus and that Lori would use basically like her feminine wiles to reduce her sentence, either with her lawyer or the judge or whoever. She was going to pull a Casey Anthony, and do things to compensate her lawyer. That's gross. Also, sounds accurate. And based on what the psychologist said, those are the types of things she would do to sort of get ahead in life. She's nuts. She is nuts. She's a whole bag of mixed nuts. But there is nothing wrong with being mentally ill. There is nothing wrong with being nuts. You know what you shouldn't be? Evil. Just don't be evil, right? Don't be evil to yourself. Don't be evil to others. Please, please, please don't be evil to your children and animals. Because even if you want to be evil on your own, like inside your own head, well, I do not advocate for that. But do you? Mind your business. Don't be evil to other people. And if you're evil to children, then they grow up and do more evil. That is bad. Just be nice. How about that? Just be nice. And if you can't do that, just be quiet. Or go to therapy, possibly both. You might even need Jesus. If you need Jesus and you think that's going to help, well, maybe you should go on down to the church and do whatever they do down there. I don't know, child, because I'm a heathen, haven't been to church in 30 years, and it's really working out good for me. Okay, I'm hot. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. I'm going to see y'all in the morning. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to figure it out between now and then. You have a good night. Bye.